What women notice about men within seconds. Have you ever wondered why some men instantly capture a woman's attention before they've even introduced themselves? It isn't always because they're the best-looking man in the room, or the richest, or the funniest. In fact, attraction often begins long before the first conversation. Within just a few seconds, a woman has already started forming an impression, not a final judgment, but an initial one. She notices your posture, your facial expression, your confidence, your energy, the way you carry yourself, and whether you seem comfortable in your own skin. Psychologists call these thin-sliced judgments, our brain's ability to make surprisingly quick impressions based on limited information. These first impressions aren't always perfect, but they are incredibly powerful. The good news? Most of what women notice first has very little to do with natural looks. Instead, it comes down to behaviors that almost every man can improve. Today, we're going to explore what women often notice about men within seconds, the signals that create attraction before words are even spoken, and why the smallest details often make the biggest difference. Let's begin. Number 1. Your body language speaks before you do. Before you say a single word, your body has already introduced you. Imagine two men walking into the same room. The first man walks with his shoulders relaxed. His movements are calm. He isn't trying to impress anyone. He simply looks comfortable. The second man constantly looks around, adjusts his clothes every few seconds, avoids eye contact. His body seems nervous. Neither man has spoken, yet both have already communicated something. Women naturally notice these nonverbal signals because body language often reveals emotional state. Confidence isn't something you announce. It's something people observe. And calm body language often communicates confidence more effectively than confident words ever could. Number 2. How comfortable you are with yourself. One of the most attractive qualities isn't perfection. It's comfort. A man who constantly seeks approval often reveals it without realizing it. He laughs too hard, agrees with everything, rushes to impress, tries to prove his value. An emotionally secure man behaves differently. He smiles naturally. He listens. He doesn't feel the need to dominate the conversation. He's comfortable with silence. He's comfortable not being the center of attention. Ironically, that quiet confidence often becomes far more attractive than trying to appear impressive, because people trust authenticity, not performance. Number 3. Your eye contact. Eye contact tells people a surprising amount about you. Too little, and you may appear uncertain or distracted. Too much, and you may appear intimidating or unnatural. Emotionally mature men understand balance. They maintain relaxed eye contact while listening. They aren't afraid to look someone in the eyes, but they also don't stare. Healthy eye contact communicates presence, interest, confidence, and emotional control. It's one of the fastest ways people decide whether someone feels trustworthy. Number 4. Whether you look like you have a purpose. Women often notice something many men overlook. Do you appear to have a life outside of dating? Imagine two different men. One spends the entire evening trying to impress every woman in the room. The other enjoys talking to people, laughs with friends, has his own interests. He isn't chasing attention. He's simply enjoying life. Which one appears more attractive? Purpose changes your energy. When your life already feels meaningful, you stop acting like meeting one person will determine your happiness. That emotional independence is incredibly noticeable, and it quietly creates attraction. So far, we've discovered that women often notice your body language, your comfort with yourself, your eye contact, and whether your life appears to have direction. But the next things women notice happen even faster, because they reveal your emotional maturity, your confidence, and whether you're someone she feels naturally drawn toward, or someone who is trying too hard. Number 5. How you treat other people. One of the fastest ways to learn about someone's character is to watch how they treat people who have nothing to offer them. A woman notices this too. How do you speak to the waiter? How do you respond when someone makes a mistake? How do you interact with your friends? Are you respectful, patient, or do you become rude the moment something doesn't go your way? Many men think attraction is created by how they treat the woman they're interested in. But women often pay just as much attention to how you treat everyone else, because that's usually a better predictor of who you really are. Anyone can be charming for a few hours. Character shows itself in ordinary moments. Number 6. Whether you seek attention or attract it. There's a big difference. Some men constantly try to become the center of attention. They interrupt people, talk louder than everyone else, tell exaggerated stories, always need to be noticed. Others don't chase attention at all, yet people naturally enjoy being around them. Why? Because they're present, relaxed, and comfortable enough to let conversations happen naturally. Ironically, the men who don't desperately seek attention often receive the most of it. Confidence doesn't demand attention. It earns it. And women notice that difference surprisingly quickly. Number 7. Your emotional reactions. Imagine something unexpected happens. Maybe someone accidentally bumps into you. A joke doesn't go your way, or a small disagreement appears. How do you react? Do you immediately become defensive? Do you lose your temper? Or do you stay composed? These small moments reveal emotional stability. A man who remains calm during minor inconveniences often appears more emotionally mature than someone who reacts strongly to every little problem. Women notice this because emotional reactions offer a glimpse into how someone might behave during bigger challenges. And emotional stability creates trust. Number 8. Whether you act like you have options. This isn't about pretending to date multiple women. It's about having a full life. Many men unintentionally communicate scarcity. The moment they meet someone attractive, their entire focus shifts to her. Every text becomes urgent. Every interaction becomes a test. Emotionally secure men behave differently. They're interested, but they're not desperate. They have goals, responsibilities, friends, purpose. They're building a life that would still be meaningful whether one relationship works out or not. That quiet independence often feels attractive because it shows that your happiness isn't resting on one person's approval. A small detail that changes everything. Here's something many people overlook. Women aren't only paying attention to what you do. They're paying attention to how you make them feel. Do they feel comfortable around you? Do they feel heard? Do they feel respected? Do they feel relaxed? Those emotions begin forming within minutes, and sometimes within seconds. That's why first impressions are about much more than appearance. They're about emotional experience. Number 9. Whether you're trying too hard. One of the quickest ways to weaken attraction is trying too hard to create it. Many men think they need to impress a woman immediately, so they talk too much, brag about their success, try to sound smarter, force jokes that don't feel natural, or constantly seek her approval. Ironically, the harder someone tries to look attractive, the more pressure they often create. Emotionally confident men don't feel the need to prove themselves. They let conversations unfold naturally. They don't rush to impress, because they understand something important. Attraction isn't built by convincing someone you're valuable. It's built by allowing your character to reveal your value over time. Number 10. How you handle silence. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. The moment a conversation pauses, they panic. They begin talking just to fill the space. They interrupt, or they start rambling. Confident men don't fear silence. They understand that silence isn't awkward. Only insecurity makes it feel awkward. A brief pause shows you're thinking, listening, comfortable, present. Women often notice this because a man who can remain relaxed during silence usually appears emotionally secure. He's not performing. He's simply being himself. And that's refreshing. Number 11. Whether your actions match your words. Anyone can say they're confident. Anyone can say they're respectful. Anyone can say they're ambitious. But within a short time, people begin looking for evidence. Do your actions support your words? Do you keep your promises? Are you polite to everyone, or only to people you want something from? Do you speak about discipline, then constantly make excuses? Consistency builds credibility, and credibility creates attraction, because trust grows when people know what to expect from you. Women notice consistency much faster than many men realize. Number 12. The way you make her feel. This may be the most important point of all. Years from now, she probably won't remember every sentence you said, but she'll remember how she felt around you. Did she feel comfortable, safe, heard, respected? Or did she feel judged, pressured, or emotionally drained? Human beings remember emotional experiences far longer than they remember conversations. That's why the strongest first impressions aren't built on clever lines or perfect jokes. They're built on emotional presence. When someone feels relaxed around you, they naturally want more of your company. And that's where genuine attraction often begins. The bigger lesson: many men spend years trying to improve things women notice last. Money, status, expensive clothes, while completely ignoring the things women notice first. Confidence, calmness, kindness, presence, body language, emotional stability. Those qualities require no expensive lifestyle, no perfect appearance, no rehearsed conversation. They simply require becoming more comfortable with who you are. Final message: if there's one thing to remember from this video, it's this. Women don't notice perfection within seconds. They notice energy, presence, confidence, character, and emotional stability. The first impression you make isn't created by the words you choose. It's created by the person you've become. So instead of asking, "What should I say to impress her?" ask yourself a better question. What am I communicating before I even speak? Because that's where attraction often begins. Not with a clever line, not with a perfect outfit, not with pretending to be someone you're not, but with quiet confidence, genuine self-respect, and the calm presence of a man who is completely comfortable in his own skin. Those are the qualities women notice first, and they're also the qualities they remember long after the conversation ends. Click the subscribe button, like, share, and follow for more.